Hi everyone. You may have noticed that we've been partnering with some more companies lately to advertise for products or brands or different things like that. And I just want to make a video to be transparent with you all and just kind of give you a brief history of the Peterson Farm Brothers and the money that we have made online from producing online content. In 2012, back when we got started, we had two videos go viral on Farming and I Grow It and Farmer Style. We did not make a dime off of those videos directly. They were parodies, and so the content was owned by someone else, and we did not make any YouTube revenue for those videos. In fact, we haven't made any money on parody music videos our whole 7 years of creating content. Because they are parodies, the music's owned by somebody else, we can't make money off of YouTube on those videos. We've had a lot of people just assume that we've gotten rich because we had videos go viral, and that is not the case. We get YouTube revenue from some of our other videos, but definitely not the parodies. We did decide the next year in 2013 to start selling some t-shirts and posters to just kind of use the platform that we'd gotten from those two videos to make a little money in return on those videos. And I remember even back then, people were commenting and saying how that was kind of a money grab or that it was greedy, and just really quickly judging us for that decision to sell posters and t-shirts. And I remember that was kind of frustrating because it was like, you know, sorry, we're trying to provide a product, posters and t-shirts that people can buy and enjoy in return for us getting something out of it. It was kind of frustrating even back then in 2013 to see those comments. It felt like people thought that we should just be creating music videos just for fun and just kind of out of the goodness of our hearts. And don't get me wrong, I was 21 at the time, and Nathan was 18 and Kendall was 15. We were in high school and college, and it was fun, and we had no problem producing those videos for nothing. I was single, I had lots of free time, it felt like I had unlimited energy. That's kind of how it is when you're in your early 20s. You can conquer the world, you don't have to be getting paid. But fast forward to today, almost 8 years later, and all three of us brothers are married now. We have our own families, we own our own homes. We're trying to expand our farming operation to where it can support all of us. And there's a lot of bills to pay. We're not exactly in the same situation we were when we got started. I don't have unlimited time and energy anymore. I'm almost 30. I find that I fatigue a lot quicker. I don't have quite the mental stamina I used to. I spend a lot of time with my wife, just enjoying life. You know, we talk a lot about mental health with farming and how you should take some time to enjoy life and not just work every single hour of every single day. And you know, sometimes that's kind of how it can be with farming and social media producing put together. It's very easy to get in this workaholic mindset. As much as I'd like to just do things for fun and for free, most of my time goes to spending time with family or working for a fee. I'm not even sure what our Facebook and YouTube page would look like right now if we were not making a dime off of creating content. But I want to be clear that what we do online is not just about money. And I go around and speak at lots of conferences, and I tell farmers to promote agriculture, to volunteer their time, to do it for the good of the cause. I mean, that is still a big reason why I do what I do, is to educate people, to entertain people, to lighten people's days. That is still very important to me. You know, we go on the road and we speak at these events, and kids come up to us afterwards, and you know, we're their role models. We have inspired them to be in agriculture. And I know that that's true for many people around this country and around the world, and that means more to me than any dollar amount. I want to be clear about that. I truly value ag education. It is a passion of mine. I majored in ag communications. For someone to, you know, accuse me of just being about money or being greedy and not having a passion for advocating for agriculture, you know, that hurts a little bit. And I just want to say that you know, I do want everyone to volunteer their time, to join this cause, to teach people about farming. But at the same time, there's a certain threshold that all of us have, where we spend some hours volunteering our time, but we have to spend some of our hours working and making money as well. You can't just live your life volunteering all of your time for free, or you won't be able to make a living. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about in this video, is that threshold. I have not gone away from volunteering my time teaching people about agriculture. The last 8 years, I have spent many hours doing it for free, doing it out of the passion I have to teach people and inspire people. It is not all paid. It is not all just about the money. But at some point, as a farmer and as a husband and as someone who is extremely involved in their family and church and community and their jobs, I can't just take 20 to 30 hours a week to film and edit content for people to watch online. That just doesn't make sense for me. And like I said earlier, I don't know if we would be producing online content, at least to the level we are, if we were not getting paid in some sort of way. Which brings me back to the history I was talking about. In 2013, we started partnering, and this was late in 2013, this was at the end of the year, we started partnering with companies for the first time. Over the last 7 years, we have worked with Fastline, Tama, Morton Buildings, Boehringer Ingelheim, Culver's, Rotomix, Syngenta, Long MacArthur, Tractor Supply, 811 Call Before You Dig, Great Plains, Topcon, Farmer's Edge, and I'm sure there's a few I missed. Some of these companies were local, and then some of these companies were people we developed relationships with over time that we trusted. We try to always partner with people that we trust and with products that we think are worth promoting, stuff that we believe in. It is a fair, mutual exchange for all parties involved, including you guys. We promote the brand of the company, they compensate us with a free product or money, and then you guys get to view content that is created and incentivized by that company. In 2013, we also started doing speaking engagements and entertaining programs in schools, communities, county fairs, agriculture events, all sorts of different things. And that is a huge part of what has funded the Peterson Farm Brothers since 2013, was our speaking engagements. We have done, I've done on average 60 to 70 events every single year. I'm gone about for a third of the year. That is how we've been able to justify so much of our time going to social media content creation. I mean, I don't think people realize how many hours we spend brainstorming ideas and coming up with ideas and filming ideas and editing ideas and posting online almost every day. It takes a lot of mental energy and devotion to do those things. And that's how we've been able to justify it. It is part of our income. And my brothers work full-time on our family farm, so does my dad. I work about half-time. I mean, over half of my income is coming from online content and speaking engagements. I just want to be transparent about that, and that's why I can leave so much to travel. That's why I can spend so much time thinking of ways to produce content, and I believe it's totally worth it because of the impact we're having, because of the need for ag education, and of course I call on lots of people to volunteer their time freely to promote agriculture, just like I still do, but at the same time, I truly believe that we need paid people to do this job. It's a huge task, and it's something that for me requires a lot of my time. I'm really glad I get paid for it. And if I wasn't getting paid for it, I would not be working on our family farm. I would probably have a full-time job elsewhere. And I don't know if people realize that. I'm just trying to be transparent, is that if we weren't doing advertising, if we weren't speaking and getting paid at these things, I don't think I'd be farming with my family. And so again, it kind of hurts to see people so quick to judge the fact that we're working with a company to advertise a product when it's literally keeping our family farm together, things like that. And you guys watching our videos and giving us that platform to advertise on, you are part of what is keeping our family farm together and allowing us to expand to the next generation. So thank you for that. In 2020, in March, all of our speaking events were completely cut off. They were all canceled because of the pandemic. And we lost tens of thousands of dollars due to that pandemic, just on the speaking, entertaining side. That's not even counting what we lost on the farm side due to the commodity prices, the things that went down because of the pandemic. So that was obviously really hard. And we had to try to turn to other sources of income. And one of those sources of income is creating more videos and advertising more products. And so that is a huge reason why we have started to advertise more products. I'm sure you guys have noticed. We are currently working with 811 Call Before You Dig, Great Plains, Kubota, TopCon, Farmer's Edge, Sioux Steel, Pioneer, and Hitchpin to help fund our social media content. The reason I only work part-time on our farm is because it is not big enough to support all four of us. But at the same time, not working full-time on our farm allows me to edit and produce our content. It gives me ample time to focus on that work because I'm being paid for it and because I'm not working all the time on the farm. Most farmers can't, they don't have that flexibility. So I'm very thankful for that, but at the same time, if I wasn't getting paid, it wouldn't make sense to do that. So just to summarize, this is nothing new for us. We've been advertising products and brands ever since we got started online. That's always been a big part of what has incentivized us to put so much time and effort into our content and our videos. And so for all the comments we've had over the last several weeks that say that, oh, you guys used to just, you never used to have advertising and now you do. That's not quite accurate. We've always had that. So we're not selling out in that sense. We've always had that component as part of our content. Marketing is an essential part of our society. You see marketing everywhere on any type of medium that you watch. That's why there's advertisements on television, on radio, newspapers, magazines. Advertising is what funds those things. It's why you're able to watch them without having to pay. And then there's things like Netflix and Amazon where, sure, you don't have to watch ads, but you're paying a membership to watch those. And I think most of our YouTube viewers, our Facebook viewers, would rather watch a little bit of advertising than have to pay a monthly fee to watch our content. And I wouldn't want to charge a monthly fee to watch our content either. The beauty of YouTube and public television and radio is that you don't have to pay for those things. Or podcasts, you don't have to pay for those things. You just have to listen to a few ads. I mean, that is part of our society, is listening to advertisements. What I want you to understand is that things like YouTube and the radio and public television, those things would not exist, or at least they wouldn't exist to the capacity that they are if it wasn't for advertising. Advertising is what drives good content. Good content is not created for free. You wouldn't be able to go to a movie theater and watch a great movie without the advertising and the money that's paid for tickets to go watch that movie. You don't go to the grocery store and buy food without paying for that food that so many people have worked hard to produce. I mean, we talk all the time in agriculture about how farmers deserve more of the percentage of what people pay for food. And I see some of those same people complaining about that and about mental health in farming, and then turning around and saying that, farmer YouTubers shouldn't have advertising on their videos. And to me, that does not make sense. To me, it's basic capitalism. It's common sense. It's what our country was founded on. Having the incentive to work hard to create a product and then spend the money that you made creating the product on other people's products. And that's how society functions. It's the same with social media content. We put hundreds of hours into content for you all because we are making a living from it. And we are very thankful for that. Like I said, that's over half my income. I am so thankful for all of you who watch our content and for the advertisers we work with. That's how I'm making a living. That's a big part of why I'm in agriculture, working, farming with my family. But to close with this video, it comes down to, is the content that we are creating, or any content that you're watching, is the amount of advertising, overwhelming the actual content you get to watch? If you're watching a television show and there's 30 minutes of advertisements and only 15 minutes of the actual TV show, you're gonna get annoyed. I know I do, and I want to be called out for doing something like that. I don't mind those comments at all. If we are advertising too much, let us know. I respect those comments. I want those comments. I want feedback if we're doing too much. But, in exchange for that, I want you guys to hopefully cut us some slack and understand kind of where we're coming from in working with those companies. I feel like it's mutually beneficial. Every product that we use in this country, we pay for. We paid for somebody to make it, or for somebody to do it, or for somebody to create it. That's how it works. Nothing's really free. And usually the more that you pay for something, the better the quality of that product is. And I hope that is how it is with our YouTube channel and with farming online content in general. In the last 3-4 years, sure, there's a lot more advertising on ag YouTube and on ag Facebook and all these things, but it's led to so much incentive for us to create content. There's so many people out there creating content, and it's not just about money. Think about all these pages and channels that are producing content for people to learn and see and be entertained and bring joy to their day. And especially, in this pandemic, I think it's been a true light in the darkness of this pandemic to have so many farmers putting content online for others to see. We will try to have 90% or more of our content be advertisement free. We want the focus to be on entertaining educational content, not on promoting a brand. But at the same time, we're going to wear certain t-shirts, we're going to wear certain hats, there's going to be a short advertisement, there's going to be certain products that we use on our farm, but that's all stuff that we were going to be doing anyway. We were still going to plant our field with air seeder, we're still going to drive a tractor, we're still going to do all these things. It has just given us incentive and companies incentive to work together to create more product for you. It is so hard to connect with people online like this. Online, people tend to just assume the worst. They see a video of you and they think they know you from that video, and they think they know the whole story, and they're very quick to judge. We've been on YouTube for 8 years. We have seen some very, very harsh comments, some inappropriate comments, some comments that are just truly disgusting, attacking us as people, and just it's incredible how rude people can be with online comments. And everyone that I know personally, our neighbors and our community and people I've met on the road, people who know me personally, I don't think they would ever say something like that to my face. And I feel like if you would all know me personally, I could communicate this a whole lot better. But I've tried to do this through this video. I hope you guys can just have a little bit more empathy towards us after watching this video, and other YouTubers as well. This world would be a much better place if we would choose first to show empathy and try to understand someone else's perspective and understand their situation, instead of being so critical and quick to judge. And that is what is dividing us as a country, and it's what's dividing us as a world. And so I just hope this video has provided some context for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this and for following us and supporting us. Both our Peterson Farm Bros YouTube channel, as well as our new YouTube channel, Peterson Family Farm, following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I really appreciate that. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I do. And I hope you enjoy future content from us. Like I said, we're going to be creating more and more content. Advertising doesn't lead to less content. If it did, that'd be a problem. It's going to lead to more content. We're going to do multiple videos a week, post almost every day online. And so I hope you're looking forward to that. I hope you enjoy it. And please leave me a comment. If you disagree with what I'm saying, even if we don't agree, I want to hear your perspective. I want to understand where you're coming from. And I'd welcome your opinion. So thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.